Brokers do not work for me. You got it right. The thumbnail says brokers do not work for me. Hello everyone, I am Prasad Amonkar, real estate consultant and real estate coach, and today my topic is going to be on brokers, your association with brokers. When I said that brokers do not work for me, brokers do not work for me. See, I tell you, they work for themselves. And I make them work for themselves. Because the day they start working for someone else, the things will not move for them, and it's a very, very temporary thing. So when I said the brokers do not work for me, I have been doing this business for last 10 years, and in this last 10 years, I have been associated with so many people in this industry. I've done business with so many associates in this industry. Initially, I used to take people on salary. So when they used to come and they used to join real estate with me, I used to expect that they should do business for me. I used to expect that they'll go out, with all that motivation, and they will do business for me and I'll become rich. Which never happened. You know why? Because after 1 month, 2 months and 3 months, first 3 months, no business. Right? And in the 4th month, when they see that business of 40,000 or 50,000 in case of rental, or maybe a lakh of rupee in case of outright, they feel that this business is so easy that I can do it on my own. I'm fine with it, absolutely fine. So after 3 months or 4 months, they'll leave the job. They will take up as a real estate, they'll start their own company with some name, and after a few months, I see that does not exist. That name does not exist in that market. So what I'm trying to say is that when you are working for someone, and because of that brand, because of that experience of the person, like in my case, if I have experience, if I have a brand in the market, I will use, you can use that brand name and that equity in the market to optimum use of your time, and you can make business out of it. So when you are working for someone, you are working for some real estate agency, you are actually not just alone, because you are a team then. People are helping you. There will be telecallers, there will be a support system, there will be CRM, there will be portals, there will be an office, rent to be paid, salaries to be paid, and blah blah blah, and so much of support, infrastructure support you will get that you cannot do it on your own. Suppose you apply your expenses into all these things, you will have to spend 40 to 50,000 minimum per month. And what is the business guarantee you have? Maybe 30 or 40,000, or maybe even less than, or maybe zero sometimes. So what I'm trying to say is that I initially used to take people on roll, but later on I realized that I'm just educating people and they are leaving, and either they are applying my knowledge and they are starting the business on their own, or they are just perishing. Because I have seen people leaving real estate industry after joining me and then starting a food business. I have seen people leaving my company and taking up another job in a call center, or taking some kind of a job where it is easy for them. So for someone like real estate agent, things are not that easy. If you are a person of 9 to 5 job, you can't be a real estate agent, because for us, for the real estate agent, you need to work even on a Sunday. We don't have a holiday. I worked on a Sunday, I got result. I'll tell you, I was with my family and we were going for a kind of 1 day out, a day out. So in that time as well, I met a client. It wasn't Sunday. It was I think it was not a Sunday. But it was a holiday. It was a holiday. It was a Christmas. So on that day, I met a client. In fact, that was second, third visit of that customer. I showed him again 2 properties, and my family was in the car, and in between they were hungry. So what I did, I parceled some biryani for them and they ate in the car, and I was showing the property, and after the 2 site visits, the client told me that I'm fine with whatever you have shown me so far and I'll get back to you. And yesterday he called and he finalized 1 property from me. So when I was with my family, so I told them that this is how it is. Though in these 2 properties he must have not liked or whatever, but this client will come back to me. I'm not deliberately doing it. I'm not deliberately using the family time for the business. But if it happens, nothing like it, because that client who will give you business may come anytime. So you can't say that, oh, I'm not going to work today. But the time when you want a holiday, but the time when you want to be out, when the time you want to switch off your phone, you can do that in this business. There is absolutely no way that you will hire people and they will work for you and you will become rich, unless there is another method. Okay, now in this case, I also say that you have to, as a new realtor, if you say that I don't want to work for a real estate agent, the first statement or the first advice what I will give to a real estate newcomer is to go and work for someone. Go and work for a real estate agent who is experienced. Now this guy, this person, you can give your commitment for 1 year or 2 years and then tell him that I'm going to be with you for 2 years and then I will leave and I'll start my own. After 2 years you decide whether you really want to go out or you want to stay there, and then you go and to the next level with the same person. Nobody will stop you. But if you are not committed, you are not giving that commitment of 1 or 2 years to your person or to your mentor, to the real estate guy who is experienced, you are not going anywhere. You are absolutely not going anywhere. So for a newcomer, I would advise that you start your venture, your new career of real estate with someone who is experienced, because at times, as a new person, you will go through a lot of failure, and this failures in real estate is painful because the amount of money involved here is lot. Now, for example, I'll give you an example. When I had sent one of my associate for a site visit, that associate went, he showed the property to the client. Client liked one of the property, and when everything was finalized, he came down. Everything was going very well, and then he spoke about brokerage. He said, "I'll give you 1%, but my standard terms and conditions in Goa is 2% brokerage, nothing below that." So I said, "Sir, nothing below." "Oh, no, I will talk to so and so person." He said, "I'll talk to your associate whom I will speak about brokerage." I said, "Nothing doing, you have to pay this 2% brokerage." Now he found that this new associate is more polite and he's new in the business, so he could play and he could somehow convince him to come down on his brokerage from 2% to 1%. But I did not allow that to happen, and that's why it remained on 2%. So as a new realtor, you would have lost that 1%, but because of me, you will not lose that amount. Whatever it is, the company will not lose that amount. Ultimately, the money will come to you. Now, the second thing which I would like to say, that when I say do not work with brokers, I do not work with brokers. No, I work for one property, one broker, 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 one property, one broker. But there are some real estate agents who work with 9 brokers and 1 property. You don't believe me? Yes, it happens. 1 property and there are 9 brokers in that property. For example, I'll just give you an example. One broker called me and said, I have one land which is for 1 crore and this is the property I would like to show you because I know that you can do the deal. Okay, I said fine, I'll go, and on the face value, normally you go and tend to visit the premises. I went, I saw the land, I said okay, this looks good, I'll be interested in selling this, marketing this property, please send me the plan. The plan came to me after 2 days, imagine. So when you are a real estate agent, if I am selling a land, first thing I will ask from the client is the plan. Now this guy did not have the plan. Now okay, I still give the benefit of doubt. I said okay, get me the plan. After 2 days the plan came. I said okay, I'm interested, I want to negotiate on the price. Let's go ahead and meet the customer. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 7 day, 8 day, nothing came. After 9th day, he is telling me that this person has this property and please you can speak to him. So from Mahesh, it went to Suresh and Sudesh and Nilesh and what not, and it went to such an extent that I never got this seller from the property. It was just a waste of time. Now me, after saying all these things also, I'm 100% sure. I'm very sure that you will still go and work with those 9 brokers and you will still get the experience. It could be a good experience, you never know. But 99% of the times, your experience is going to be better. Now in this case, you will remember me. Arey Prasad ji, you told me that so and so will happen. It happened to me. And I still did it. But you will not regret because you will learn from your mistake. And it's okay. But though you will learn, you will not repent for doing it because here you will have that awareness that Prasad told me, this real estate coach told me that this happens to him also. So when it can happen to him, it can happen to a newcomer also. A person who's got experience, it can happen to him as well. So you will not feel sad about that thing happening to you, that you lost a deal, you could not make a deal because your client were ready, your buyer were ready, and these guys could not deliver the property to you. You'll be fine with it if you have seen this video. So if you have liked this video, please like, comment, share, and also subscribe to my channel, because when it goes that subscription number goes up, I feel good, I get motivated, and I do more of these videos. Now coming back to working with brokers. Brokers are not just brokers, they are human beings like you. They also have their limitations. So when they are meeting a client, they are also getting the same kind of information, which probably you will also get. But I'll give you a technique, simple, very simple. I'll tell you, in a month, if you want to close 2 or 3 deals, that means you want to close about 50,000 ka deal, or 1 lakh ka deal, or 2 lakh, or 5 lakh, whatever. I will tell you the best way to do it. You need to understand that in that entire month, you must have about 10 to 15 deals in pipeline which are under closure. Not just buyer and seller meeting. It has to be a concrete kind of decision making meetings, or at least the meeting wherein people have primarily agreed. I'm saying 15 cases like that. 1/3 cases you will close in that month. The next will be carry forwarded, and similarly in the next month also you must have additional 10 to 15 deals in pipeline. What is happening with real estate agent is they only think of money. They only think of money. Oh, okay, I'm going to make money. I want this much of money. I want that much of money. No, you have to think of the target in money wise, but you need to also consider what is your foundation. For example, I will advise you to at least have 5 or 10 real estate agents in connection with you across different cities, so that whenever they have requirement, they approach you, and when you have requirement, you approach them. Now, how do you do this? Basically, you need to segregate these agents in that particular city. Suppose you are in Bhopal, okay, you are in Gujarat, you are in Karnataka, Belgaum, or wherever you are. Suppose you are in a bigger city and then there are 50 or 100 agents. You need to categorize. You need to find out those 5 agents or 10 agents who work in that field, in that category. So they also have limitations, you also have limitations, but both people meet together and all these limitations becomes diminished. So if that person has some requirement, you fulfill. If he has some requirements, you fulfill. Now it looks so simple, but it's not simple, but it's not difficult. I mean, it's not impossible. It's the way you do it. You need to make a habit. You need to make a group of people and not 50 or 100. Hello. You can't work with 50 or 100 people without any technology. Without technology, you can work with 5-10 people. As simple as that. So do this and find out those brokers who can work with you and open up the 10 or 15 deals, and you will end up into closing at least 3 to 5. Take it from me. As simple as that. So today on collaboration with associates and brokers, I'll come up with more videos. If you like, again I would say, please like my videos and share and subscribe, and I will come back to you with more videos and more information. I'm going to be now more on technical know-how of real estate. I will talk about a lot of such topics which are technical and which you would need to know so that you take your business to the next level. Thank you.